Going live. Hey everybody, we live. Welcome to Zeus Angel Mystic Tarot. Oh, I forgot to put my wings on. Ah, okay. One moment. Will I change? Ooh. Now y'all know my secret. The wings are not real. I like to wear wings on here because it's my brand, you guys. Okay, so today, well, I was going to do a questions live and I was going to do Taurus, but then I just decided that I would do just a collective because you guys seem to like them, about what the general vibe has been going on in the collective astrology. So I've been talking about this probably in every live that I've done for several months about how we are transitioning out of the year of the snake and into the year of the fire horse. So there is an emotional reset collectively. That means all of the signs are feeling this in one way, shape, or form. And you guys, we are still in the year of the snake. We haven't transitioned yet into the fire horse energy. That doesn't happen until February. So there's still this release and this shedding that's going on. But 2026 brings clarity and it brings momentum because a lot of the signs, a lot of people I know personally have taken hiatuses, I've taken breaks from things. There's kind of been this like limbo energy where I'm not really progressing. Maybe even I'm kind of stuck, forced to take a pause or something like that. And that's not necessarily on an individual level. We're talking collective. That means all of the energy of the world and basically of Earth. So, but we're going to be ramping things up and there's going to be some kind of release, closure, and a new beginning of sorts. Now, it's not always that dramatic. And, astrologers will make everything seem monumental and super dramatic. Usually it's just a mindset shift. These are things that are happening collectively as well. If you look at the collective events, I don't necessarily need to get political on here, but we all watch the news. We all see what's going on our Instagram. We all see that there's a global uprising. All right. And it's like pressures are mounting, like the diamond that's shaped under the pressure. It's like it's come to a head. We can no longer continue on the way that we are because we have too much of an awareness of what has been going on behind the scenes. And that's collective scale. All right. That's all the signs. So a lot of you guys are releasing relationships that no longer serve you. You're releasing mindsets that no longer serve you. You're getting out of this stuck energy. We haven't started that energy yet, you guys. Okay. There's still the shedding and the awareness and the realization. Okay. Because 2025, which we're still in, was the number 9. Okay. Numerologically, number 9 is the awareness that something needs to end or something needs to change. And that could be something as simple as where you live, the way that you talk to yourself, the clothes that you wear, or the relationships that you have, or the way that you show up in relationships, or the things that you allow to happen in your relationships. There's a reassessing of boundaries when it comes to romantic and just interpersonal relationships in general. A lot of people are fed up, okay, where there's this global awareness of narcissism and of being strung along. There's this global awareness of overgiving, global or like collective, like in the hearts and minds of a lot of people who come to tarot, right? So, and this is going to be changing for the better because you're going to be releasing that, okay? A lot of you guys have been met with resistance and struggle and strife. We're ending like a 14-year chapter. A lot of the signs, especially if you're a mutable sign, you're ending a long-standing cycle of suffering, of putting up with things, and Saturn had, when it comes to like Virgo and Pisces, Saturn was there. It's the planet of restriction. So we're releasing restrictions, we're releasing bondage. There's an emotional release happening, and it's going to give you closure to something that you've been dealing with for a long period of time. So, and there are new opportunities coming in. They will present themselves. Will you take them? Let's get some oracle cards here, and we'll throw some tarot on it. And if anyone's left in the chat at the end, I'll take questions. Okay. Woo. All right. We have one card coming out, and it flew on the floor. All right, listen closely. Some of you guys could be going to the beach or the water. We have a shell here. When we feel overly attached to an outcome, It's simply an indication that we need to reconnect with our wise self. So I see this in trauma bonds because I'm just going to keep it real, you guys. A lot of people come to tarot because they are involved in a karmic or in a trauma bond. And they don't listen to themselves. They don't listen to their guides. They don't listen to their friends and family. They stay stuck. And our guides have been shaken, rattling our cages this whole year, trying to get us to shed these toxic ties, okay? These unhealthy relationships, these unhealthy patterns of being and coping and existing in the world. So if you're not listening to your higher self, if you're not listening to your guides, you're going to get stuck in that same pattern of repeat in 2026, okay? I see it all the time. We can shed as many things as we want, but if we don't learn the lessons, if we don't recognize the patterns that we keep ourselves stuck in, then we will repeat that pattern with a new person, with a new job, with a new place. Okay. So listen to yourself, listen to what you guys are telling you. All right. And I say it all the time, listen to your friends and family. If they don't like someone, it's valid. It's valid. Would your ma agree? Would your father agree with this relationship that you're stuck to? With your higher self, would God want you in that relationship that you're clinging to? Okay, I say it all the time because it's a reality check for us that maybe we're attaching ourselves to people, places, and things because we don't have a belief in ourselves. Hi there, because we don't have a belief in ourselves, because we aren't listening to our higher self, because we think we can't do any better, or because we're bored. Sometimes we stay in relationships because we're bored with life. We don't think we can do any better. Okay, there's a whole lot of reasons why we stay in things that aren't good for us. Maybe we're scared. Maybe there's a lack of opportunity. Sometimes when you get bored, you text your ex and you know it's wrong, but you do it anyways. So listen to yourself, listen to your guides, listen, read the room, learn to listen to the signs, synchronies, and your intuition, because we're trying to give you signs, we're trying to give you guidance. But a lot of the times, our ego presents us from fully listening, and the ego is a good thing, it's not a bad thing. But when it comes to the ego being prideful, now I'm talking generally, I'm not talking about you individually. So don't take it personally, you guys, okay? It's a general way of talking. All right, let's go on. Angels and guides, what do we have here for the collective? What are we releasing? Affection. Okay, so love yourself. I've been saying this for a long time. 2026 is the year it breaks down to year number 1, which is about the self. It's about new beginnings when it comes to the self. So, love yourself. You are the ultimate act of creation, fashioned by the hands of a divine artist. It doesn't matter what your beliefs are, you are a divine soul. You are a part of the divine. We all are. Okay, we're all a part of creation. And if you don't love yourself, if you sabotage yourself by staying attached to people who you don't even like or who don't like you, you're just, how do I say this? You're sabotaging yourself, okay? It's gonna make you suffer more when you stay in relationships where people don't treat you right, okay? It's a self-sabotaging thing. So having affection and love for ourselves can really help us avoid escalation of issues. And maybe some of you guys are in healthy relationships, and we can still sort of not listen to signs and, not love ourselves enough to stand up to tiny red flags in a relationship, right? Because even if we're in healthy relationships, we can still sabotage them, or we can still, put up with things that we shouldn't. So this still applies whether you're single, whether you're getting over an ex, whether you're, already in a long-standing commitment. We still need to love ourselves. And I want to actually, pivot that whole self love thing to say, instead of loving ourselves, like I love myself, accepting ourselves. I accept that I am who I am. That doesn't mean that I will excuse bad behavior. I'm still going to work on that behavior. I'm still going to take accountability. Listen, you don't have to take accountability, but just know that the divine will push against that. There will be obstacles in the way if you don't take accountability for your own actions. And um, that is a part of relationships, because relationships are a mirror. And I don't just mean love relationships. All relationships are a mirror to you, for you, what you put up with, what you don't put up with. your behaviors. So the divine will expose the things that we do. And if we don't take accountability, you'll get in trouble. There will be direct karma for your own self sabotaging behavior, for your own lack of love and lack of acceptance for yourself. Okay. I see it all the time in relationship and it breaks my heart. Okay. It really does. Hey guys. Yes. You know what? I will be taking questions at the end. So if you're still around when I'm done ranting, I'll answer your question. Okay. But yeah, so it's really important to make sure that you're, how do I say this? Staying in your lane, staying in your lane. And the only thing that we can control at the end of the day is our own actions, thoughts, and behaviors. You can't control someone else. You can't control how they think about you, how they see you, what they do. You can't even control the outcome necessarily. You can only control your own actions, thoughts, and behaviors in everything that we do, right? And also, I know I love that there's that whole what you're not changing, you're choosing, and that's true to some degree. Okay, that's why like when I work with people who are always complaining about their circumstances, it's really frustrating because what you're not changing, you're choosing. And if you choose to just complain about it, that means there's some level of acceptance with what's happening to you, right? Talking crap about an ex or a current partner doesn't change anything. In fact, it's more damaging because it ruins the trust, right? And I have to remind myself of this when I catch myself, oh, I'm gossiping, oh, I'm talking negatively. Need to stop that, right? Okay. Growth. I think the collective is growing on like a collective scale. I feel like all the signs are learning. We're growing. We're becoming more conscious. We're becoming more aware. Accept the lesson. When things don't go your way, something more important to the growth of our soul is in the work. So when relationships don't go your way, this is basically that rejection is God's protection. Whether you believe in God or not, it is. Okay. I know when there were things that I felt really bad about that I didn't get a relationship, a job, or anything, even like an opportunity, I'll find out later why it had to happen that way because something better comes along or because that opportunity or that person wasn't aligned with me and maybe I didn't see it. So I feel like not clinging to things like this is like overcoming rejection. This is learning how to be okay with rejection because it is no direct reflection on yourself. It's just the way things are. Sometimes we have to be able to not take things personally when we're rejected by a person, a place, or a thing. So I love that. Accept the lesson when things don't go our way. Something better will come along. These cards are awesome. Like these were a gift. So if any of you guys want to pick them up, Grace Cards by Cheryl Richardson. All right. So, yes, there is an emotional reset, there is a release, and there is an awakening an alignment. I talk too fast. That's the problem. Um, there is an alignment of values that's happening. So yeah, and 100% there's some kind of Jupiter transit in the astrology. Jupiter is going to be, I think, in Cancer, and then in the summer it's going to be in Leo. Jupiter brings abundance, it brings growth, it brings opportunity to make more money and potentially even connect with new relationships if you've been single for a long period of time. Surprise! Jupiter brings surprises. Keep an open mind. The influence of grace is often found in unexpected places. I do feel like a lot of the signs are going to meet someone unexpectedly in 2026. You know, if you're single, I mean, if you're already in a relationship, there could be a surprise turn of events. Like things could start flowing a little bit easier because, the transition of Saturn is moving. There's no retrogrades. I mean, we do have retrogrades, but there's no like Saturn retrograde. Mercury retrograde is happening at the end of February, so look out for that. Okay. But yeah, there's a lot of positive surprises in the astrology. Now, that doesn't mean that there aren't going to be bad things that happen. That's just the way the world works, and we can expect that. Good. We take the good with the bad, as always. Trust. The more we follow our intuition, the more we'll find that the right doors open to assist us in fulfilling our life's purpose. That's basically the same as rejection is protection. We have to trust that the things that don't work out for us are working in our favor, even if we don't see it in, right in the moment. And the thing is that time is cyclical. And if we're having a moment where things aren't working out for us, give it some time because the table will eventually turn. All right. Life is full of ups and downs. And the more that we learn to go with the flow and accept the losses as a lesson and we accept the losses as working in our favor, we accept the rejection as protection and not turn it inwards that we're bad or undeserving, the more that we will have good things happen to us. Okay, we will be aligning with things when we go with the flow a little bit more and not be so hard on ourselves, because it all starts with the self, how we treat ourselves. And I say it all the time on here, you guys, no one wants to be around someone who's constantly berating themselves, putting themselves down. It's not a great energy to be in. But also, you will attract people who will treat you the way that you treat yourself. I say it all the time. If you don't like yourself, if you don't love yourself, if you talk down to yourself all the time, if you sabotage yourself, things will blow up in your face. Okay. That energy that you give yourself will be matched and mirrored in other people and other opportunities around you because you subconsciously align yourself with the things that you think you deserve. So, and I'm not saying that we don't sometimes get preyed upon or victimized by people. That happens. But it's what we choose to do when we have the awareness that this person's not treating me right. So what do we do then? That shows a lot about how we think about ourselves. Okay. Me from Marvelous. Okay, guys. Yes, I take it that you guys see that I've done some free questions recently. So I will go ahead and take some questions now in the chat if y'all are still there. Let me grab a tarot deck. Let's see what I want to use. Okay, are you guys still there? Ugh. I have some allergies as per usual, so don't mind me if I get the sniffles a little. So yeah, you guys, 2026 is going to be such a good year. There's going to be so much closure, and I think more and more people are leaving relationships that aren't good for them and just treating yourselves better, like putting yourselves first. And I love that for the collective because I hate to see people, in pain or in suffering. So let's see. We have a few questions in the chat there. Please make sure that you've subscribed to my channel. Hit the thumbs up. If you're live streaming on your phone, you have to click on the thumbs up at the top of your screen to like the video, okay? Especially if I'm reading for you. Do me that favor. Subscribe, like, comment, and share. All that jazz. Typical YouTube stuff. Okay, let's see. Who's still there? Let me know. It looks like only one person. It looks like Nana Miran. You had a question. Are you still there? Arvin feeling for Jessica. You're always busy. Yeah, I know. Work gets in the way. Okay, yes, you're still there. So you want to know Arvin feeling for Jessica. You want to know how Arvin feels about you? All right, let's see. Make sure that you please go to my channel and subscribe. I really appreciate that, you guys. So I think right off the bat, we have 7 of Cups. So I think this person's confused. I'm not going to lie. I'll pull another card. But to me, the 7 of Cups is the Lord of Delusion. So this is somebody, I think that they fantasize about you. I do think that they could be confused or overwhelmed with choices. But there's this sense of them fantasizing about you, but maybe being confused or overwhelmed with choices or options in their life. Oh, it's your first time here for your daughter, Jessica. Okay, I'll pull another card. It looks like somebody here is confused. There's this sense of fantasizing, but let's see. For your daughter, Jessica. All right, let's get another card on how Arvin feels about Jessica. To me, it looks like they're confused. They could have other people that they like. Typical Arvin. Just kidding. I don't know. Then we have the Knight of Wands reverse. I don't like that. This person's a player. All right. This person has a lot of other people they're talking to. The Knight of Wands in reverse is somebody who doesn't stick around. There's somebody who's kind of arrogant, and there's somebody who has a lot of other who dates a lot of people. I would tell your daughter to stay away from this person, but don't trust me. Tell her to observe his behavior because he's probably talking to other girls. Okay, that's what I think. I would be careful. I would be careful. I don't like the Knight of Wands in reverse. I see them as a player or a cheater or someone who dates around. They could be quite arrogant too. They're not the type to stick around. In other words, this is the type of person who will kiss you or, be intimate with you and then not call you back. That's the type of person. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I'll get a card of advice. Okay. I don't know. The Magician. So I think that your daughter has the opportunity to maybe be with this person, but I think she could also probably make something better happen for herself. The Magician uses their mind to decide or to make things happen for themselves. They use their knowledge to make things happen for themselves. So yeah, I would just be careful. I would tell her to be smart about it and observe his behavior around other people. Yes, so I focus only on the business. Okay. Oh, yeah. I see, I think a lot of people are in the energy of only focusing on work, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. So I hope that answers your question about Arvin. Um I don't think that this I think this person's just looking for a good time. So, does that make sense? Yes, I'm single. This is not my boyfriend. Yeah, I know. You said that you were asking for your daughter, right? So your daughter should be careful with this person because they might be a player or they might have a lot of girlfriends. That's what I'm saying. So she should be careful with him and just observe his behavior. Does that answer the question? I was reading how does Arvin feel for Jessica? So, and I said before, I think he has choices. He's confused. There's other people that he's interested in. So, I hope that makes sense. You're using your mobile? Yeah, I would tell your daughter to be careful. I probably wouldn't. I would tell your daughter to run away. I think this person's a player, okay? That's what we say. I don't know what country you're in, but in America we call them F boys. Like they have a lot of girlfriends. They don't really commit because they just want to have fun. And, I think that your daughter is actually really smart. Your daughter seems smart. She seems capable. She's the magician here. And I think she could probably attract someone better. That's just but hopefully she's smart enough to smell BS when she sees it. Cause this guy, I don't like his energy. I don't like it. I'm not into it. No, no, no. God give you the best? Yes, I think that your daughter is really smart. I think your daughter is really talented. I think she's going to go far in life. I mean, I don't know you, I don't know her, but if she pulled the magician, she's a very resourceful and intelligent person. And I feel like she's a master manifester because with the magician here, the magician is somebody who uses all their resources at their disposal to make things happen for themselves. So I feel like she is able to create opportunities for herself. Like this is really good energy to be in. And I don't know if she's an earth sign. I don't know if she's a Virgo or if she is a Gemini, but because we have this person here and they're planting roots and it just looks like she succeeds in whatever she does. Like whatever she touch turns to gold. So I'm a little jealous because it kind of looks like she's got a really bright future ahead of her. You have your own business? Wow, good for you. You get it. Good for you. Arvin, 32, and me, 32, Lion. So I don't know if I was reading for you or for Jessica. I'm very confused, my dear, but I'm going to move on. I really hope that helped you. I would be careful with this Arvin person, that whoever they are, whoever's boyfriend he is, I would be careful with him. I would not trust him to stick around, because the Knight of Wands in reverse comes and goes. They're here today, gone tomorrow. That's the Knight of Wands reversed. So they're here for a good time, not a long time. That's the Knight of Wands reversed. Okay, so I hope that helps you, dear. And good luck with your business. It looks like it's going to go well for you. I mean, I didn't pull for you, but it seems like you have a good head on your shoulder. You're very welcome. Be careful with that Arvin. I don't like Arvin. I don't like him. I'm just kidding. I don't know him. It's just okay, you guys. I see a few other questions in the chat. I don't know how this turned into a free questions chat, but I was gonna do that in the beginning. So you guys are lucky I'm here for you. I hope that you guys appreciate it. I hope that you're all are subscribing to the channel. And I only see 3 likes and I see 6 people in the chat. That really frustrates me. Who's here? We have, don't be stingy with the thumbs up. Can I have a reading, please? Hassan Mohammed, have you subscribed to the channel even? Asking stuff for me and you haven't done anything for me. What's your question, Hassan Mohammed? And hi, hey everybody. What's the question, Hassan Mohammed? I don't see any other questions in the chat. I only saw Nana. Guys, answer question. Yeah, you tell him. You tell him. Pull out that question. I see another like in the chat. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. You guys are the reason I'm here, okay? Yes. Okay, so Hassan Mohammed wants a reading, but just said 2026. So I'm assuming you want to know what is going to happen for you in 2026. And I'll just pull a few cards for you. So, and then we have another. What do you think will I come on up? I don't know, Danica. I'll answer your question next. It looks like Hassan said 2026. All right, so Hassan, it looks like for 2026, you're going to be really busy. We have the 2 of Pentacles. So I don't know if you're working, but it does look like you're going to be employed. It looks like you could be trying to make more money or working 2 jobs, because the 2 of Pentacles is somebody who's doing a balancing act and they're trying to organize their finances. You could feel overwhelmed or really, really busy because you have a lot going on here. If you don't have a job, I do see you trying to get organized with your finances, potentially maybe getting a second job. My 2 of Pentacles, when I see that, I typically see that as someone who has 2 jobs or works a lot or is trying to make more money, trying to level up financially. So you're going to be busy in 2026. I'll pull another card for you. You're going to be busy. You're going to be trying to get your finances in order. Give me another card for Hassan. Yeah, honestly, I just see you working on your money. King of Wands. You could be starting a business as well. So I don't know if you work for someone or if you work for yourself. You could be working for someone while trying to start a side hustle. And I feel like you're trying to, King of Cups here, to me lets me know, I don't know if you work on a boat or if you live near the water, but to me this looks like somebody who is trying to find a job that they align with emotionally. So, but it looks like it's all about work for you. So you could be trying to start a business. All right, Hassan Mohammed, that was for you. You're going to be working, trying to make more money. King of Cups, I don't know if there is a relationship or if you're trying to do something that, King of Cups. Somebody here could be, I'm not going to say that, never mind, because I'm not going to ostracize you. But so I don't know if you have feelings for someone in a relationship or if you're just trying to do a job that you enjoy. So it looks pretty good for you, actually. Okay, you guys, if you're asking me a question in the chat, please go to the channel and subscribe. I don't have subscribers only mode on today, but like the stream, subscribe to the channel. And okay, so that was for Hassan. It looked pretty good. Actually, 2026 looks like a good year for you. So you could be making more money. Danica says, what do you think will I come on up? Could you please clarify, Danica? Are you asking me what will come up for you? My money. Okay, so you want to know about your money. All right. Let's take a look here. I'll do a quick shuffle for Danica. So you want to make more money? Are you employed right now? Are you unemployed? Are you trying to start a business? Or you just want to know what your money flow is going to be like? Let's see. We have 3 cards for you. It says no job. Okay, so you want to know if you're going to get a job. All right, let's see here. Also, good luck to you, dear. I know it's hard out there. I don't know where you live. Okay, so Danica wants to know, are you applying for jobs? Are you doing anything? Let's see, for Danica, wants to get a job in 2026. All right, first card out is 5 of Pentacles reversed. So the 5 of Pentacles in the upright is somebody who feels broke or feels like they don't have enough money. And because it came out in reverse, that lets me know that you probably are going to get a job. It looks good, okay? The 5 of Pentacles in reverse is somebody coming out of a difficult period of time. So if you keep applying, if you keep putting energy into making money, eventually you will see results. But do not give up, because if you give up, then your manifestation won't work, okay? So yes, it does look like you could get a job, or someone could maybe give you money. Like, you could get some assistance here. I don't know if you go to church, but I sometimes see like the 5 of Pentacles as somebody who goes and gets food from the church or gets help from their local church. Somebody here is going to help you. I don't know if you're going to get a job or if somebody's going to help you. Let's pull 2 more cards. It looks good. It says yes. Yes, you could get help from the church. I don't know if that's something that you do. I don't normally say that, so I feel like that's probably for you. Yes, you are probably going to get a job. I think right now you probably feel like you're wasting your time, but you're not wasting your time. It is going to pay off. It's just that the economy is really bad right now. So I don't want you to feel bad about yourself, because it's not your fault that the economy is bad. And so, yes, you are either going to get a job or you're going to get some assistance from the church or something like that. Okay. So it looks really good, actually. Let me get more card of advice for Danica. 8 of Swords. So don't beat yourself up. Also, try not to overthink the situation, because, as I was saying before, it's not your fault that the economy is bad. So the advice here is to keep your thoughts positive. Don't talk down about yourself, and try to get out of your head and do something. Because if you're feeling, because I feel like you could feel stuck or like restricted in some kind of way, and that has you feeling really nervous or in your head and thinking a lot, worrying a lot, that things aren't going to get better. So I just want you to try and refrain from thinking negatively about yourself, and just try and stay positive. I know it's hard, and I know that you're probably scared, but I just want to let you know that that energy actually could, that will make things worse for you. So if you feel nervous, just go to church, or go and do something for yourself. Volunteer even, because sometimes volunteering helps, because if you have long periods of time on your resume that it shows that you weren't doing anything, it doesn't look good. So if you go to volunteer at a church, you could network with people could help you, and then you can put that on your resume. Okay. So I hope that helps you. It looks like you're going to have some kind of break. And it looks really good, actually. All right, who's next? I know, you guys, I talk fast. That's just how I talk. I make myself tired with how much I talk. So I'm going to try and slow down. Please like, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for me. All right. And let's get the next question. I really appreciate y'all. Hope y'all are doing well. Who's next? Keep your head up, Danica. Things are going to turn around. Hello. Can I ask what's coming towards me? Sure. Sun. Does that say sun? It's really small, okay? The names are really small on my phone. Sun Alithiker. Can I ask current feelings? Poppy, I see you all. If you have no question for us, can you tell me Jessica career for her business? Next time, okay? There's a few questions here. Okay, I see you. I'm just gonna call you Sun, because I can't read the whole username. But your question is, yes, you want to know what's coming towards you in love? Sure, let's see. Let's get a few questions. So the more that you tell me about your situation, the more that I can interpret the cards, what they're saying to me. Are you single? Are you wanting an ex to come back? I'm assuming that you're not in a relationship. You have a crush on someone. Yeah, just let me know, Sun Lethaker, if that's how you pronounce it. If you're single, if you have a crush on someone, you're single. So, Two of Swords is the first card that came out for you. This Two of Swords is really weird because there's no face on it, and he's got two faces in his hand. So this lets me know that there's some level of indecision. The Two of Swords is like, the Two of Swords is being stuck with a decision to make and feeling overwhelmed with thoughts of what to do. So I don't know if you have a crush on two people, if you're not sure if you should let go of someone, but there's some level of indecision that's keeping you stuck. I can also see the Two of Swords as someone who is ignoring red flags. So I'm going to pull another card. Yeah, there's some level of indecision here. I feel like if there is someone from the past that you're still thinking about, I think that there's a stagnancy that's been created because you're not making a decision to let go or to pursue it. And that's causing some kind of level of cognitive dissonance for you. Okay. So, in other words, shit or get off the pot. I hate to be rude and crass, but I'm putting it in ways that you can understand. So, if you want love, then you have to get out of a stagnant situation with someone. That means that you have to choose to either let go of that person completely and not deal with them, or completely be invested with that person. Does that make sense? So, in other words, you have to get out of this indecision. You have to make a choice about whether or not you really want someone from the past, because that's going to keep you stuck. You know what I mean? I say this all the time. If you are still hung up on someone from the past and you go out there and you try and date, your heart's not going to be all the way in it, and you could sabotage new connection. So, okay, let's make a decision, and don't ignore the red flags. Three of Swords, your heart is broken. Now, there's two Three of Swords in this deck. This Three of Swords tells me that there's some level of knowledge that you have gained in regards to a situation that you're ignoring. So I feel like you're ignoring red flags, okay? So I'm sending you out a big hug because I do feel like you either got rejected or your heart is broken here. There's some kind of emotional heaviness here. And I don't know if you're acknowledging it, if you're ignoring your feelings, or if you've been ignoring red flags, okay? So this is going to prevent you from meeting someone new. Does that make sense? Yes, but I want new person. Past person is not good. Not dealing with him. So I think that you say that, but there's still some level of you waiting for this person to come back. This past relationship is affecting your love life. That's all I'm saying. And I think that you're not acknowledging the pain that this person caused. So, in other words, I still feel as though I want to send you compassion, because I do feel like that person hurt you really badly, and I feel like that it's still affecting you. So let me get advice, because I don't see anything new coming in, because I think that you still need to heal about, over what happened. Four of Cups in reverse. So this to me lets me know that one of two things is going to happen. Okay. The Four of Cups in reverse can be a really good energy. It can be somebody who comes out of a stagnant situation, like finally something's happening in my love life. But it can also be someone who feels bad about themselves and kind of sabotages connections because they feel bad about what happened. So I don't know where you are on this timeline, but if you need to heal some more, make sure that you fully heal from what happened, or you could be missing opportunities to connect with new people, because some level of hurt from the past. So it's going to be up to you how this goes down. You know, if you're ready to transmute that energy and let it go, feel the pain, feel it all the way, and then let it, let it be, because you could be missing opportunities to connect with new people, because there's some level of feeling bad for yourself. And I get it, you were really hurt. So um, I don't know. I hope that helps you, because I feel like there are opportunities for you to connect with new people, but are you recognizing those opportunities? Are you turning them down because you're still hurting? All right. So this past relationship, you really need to, be honest with yourself about how much it hurt you and deal with that pain so you can completely move on, because you could miss opportunities to connect with new people because of the pain of the past. So I hope that helps you. There will be opportunities if you're ready for it, because sometimes we have to just be honest with ourselves that maybe I'm not ready to connect with new people because I'm still hurting. So I hope that helps you, and many, many blessings. I'm sorry that that happened to you. It is a part of life, that we have to kind of transmute the energy. Otherwise, because I know in the past when when I was still hurting about someone, and there was a part of me subconsciously that wanted them to come back, I would sabotage all relationships that came in because I was still hurting, because there was a part of me that really wanted them to come back, that really wanted them to apologize, that really just was in denial that that's not good for me. And I had all the opportunities in the world, and they never went anywhere, or I would ghost them, or I would sabotage it, or they could sense that I wasn't fully invested because I was still inside, I was still really hurt. So, you guys, when you come on here and you ask me about new love, I'm always going to say make sure that you fully healed, because if you are still sending that past person energy, they could pop up in your life. And if you're not all the way over them, you could end up back in that cycle with that person. So make sure that you fully healed, that you really don't want that person back. Even if they did come back, you would say no. That's how you know that you're ready for new. All right. But there will be opportunities as long as you're, completely closed out from the past. So I hope that helps you. And I'm sending a big hug to you, because heartbreak is really hard. All right, so I'm moving on to the next person. Who's next? I see Sabina. Current feelings of Govardian. Oh, you've really asked that question a lot. Are you still there? Yeah, so Sun, you'll be okay. I think that there's a better opportunity coming if you embrace it. Govan, are you still there? Or what's your name? Sabina? Oh, okay. Sabina wants to know. Hi. I jumped you. I did not skip you. Okay, if I'm now, I'm just going to ask you all this. Make sure if I'm answering a question for you that you subscribe to the channel and that you've clicked the thumbs up button. Okay. All right. Because I don't have subscribers only mode on. Because when I do that, no one asks questions. It's just the same people. All right. So I will get to you next. Don't worry. Be patient. Okay. For Sabina, you want to know? Oh, okay. Don't worry. So, Sabina, are you connected to this person? Actually, you're right. Tanzulo, you were first. I will answer your question first. All right. So Sabina, it does look like then I can't say your name. Then the Zulao. It does look like you were first. So thanks for letting me know. And I'll answer your question, and then Sabina, I'll answer your question. Please make sure you've hit the thumbs up in the chat and subscribe to the channel in the meantime. All right. So your question is, you want to know Jay's feelings towards you. Now, is this person your ex? Is it a new person? Do you talk to this person? Do they know how you feel? The more information that you can give me, the easier it will be for me to interpret the cards when they come out. Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all. Yeah. So you have to click on the top of the chat, the thumbs up. That's where you got, because it helps the algorithm. It helps me. And make sure that you've subscribed. You are talking. Sabina says it's your ex-boyfriend. All right. So you want to know how they feel about you? Did you have a fallout? Are you not in a relationship, but you're just talking? For Thandy, I'm just gonna call you Thandy because I can't pronounce the username. So the Emperor, are they an Aries person? What's their sign? You are dating for 3 years. So we have the Emperor. I don't know. The Emperor is a good sign that this person likes to be in control. Is that right? I think this person wants to be in control. I don't know. I mean, the Emperor can signify somebody who wants to get married. Let me pull another card. What's their sign, Thandy? Are they an Aries? This person likes to be in control. 5 of Swords. I think this person owes you an apology. I'm telling you right now, I think this person has some level of guilty conscience. 5 of Swords in reverse. I think this person, if you were fighting or if they were playing mind games, this is a good energy. I do feel like this person wants to take control in a situation and potentially apologize or make something right with you. Does that make sense to you? Fandy. 5 of Swords reverse lets me know that they said something to you or that they did something or that they were acting selfishly and that they want to make things right. So it's good. If you had an argument or if they said something to you, they want to take control and make things right. Okay. So, it looks good to me. I don't know if they're an Aries or if they're a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It looks good, to be honest. The star reversed. So the star reversed lets me know that this person is losing hope. I don't know if I don't know if they're an air sign. This is the Aquarius. We have Aries, we have Aquarius, we have Gemini, we have Libra. This person feels depressed or they're losing hope because of something that they said or did. So I think they feel bad about something. But the star in reverse is still a good sign. It lets me know that this person values you and that they understand that they need to make it right. They need to make something right with you. They feel bad. And but that they do value you. Potentially they might even want to, because the Emperor shows up as like a husband or a spouse. So I feel like they take this situation seriously and they have some level of guilt or remorse, and potentially they could have felt as though they've lost optimism because of something that they've done, but they want to make it right because they see a lot of value in you. So I hope that helps. It looks good. Now, remember, tarot will tell you what a person is thinking, but they may or may not act upon this because I think this person likes to be in control. And yeah, they like to be in control. I don't know. They could even be very stubborn in the way that they communicate or the way that they do things with you, because the 5 of Swords is a very selfish energy. The 5 of Swords in the upright is someone who will say or do anything to get what they want. So I kind of don't like that, but they might apologize to you. They might try and make it right. He's not having time, so we were having a problem with that. Okay. Yeah, I think they're going to make it right. So, I really hope that works out. Yeah, because I don't think that they want to lose you. It looks really good. Yes, he's stubborn in communication. I see that. Yeah, with the first card is the Emperor. And now the Emperor, there's positive and negative traits to every card. And the positive traits with the Emperor is that they take things serious, they take control, but they get really cranky when they don't have control. When things don't go their way, that's when they act sort of selfishly or rude. And they also really don't like change. Like they only like change on their terms because they like to be in control. It's like their way or the highway. So that is a very stubborn energy. But either way, they might apologize. They might make things right with you because they realize that they took it too far or they said something wrong or, they realize their fault in the way that things went down. So I hope this person makes good. They're cranky pants. Cranky pants. What's this person's sign? Can you tell me? Are they an Aries? Are they an Aquarius? I'm just curious what their sign is. You know what their sign is? Sandy? I'm just laughing because the amount of stubbornness that an Aries has is wild. All right. Yes, Sabina, you're next. Sandy, good luck with cranky pants. It looks like they're probably going to apologize or try and make things right with you. He was born in September. Oh, okay, he's not. He is not an Aries. He is not an Aquarius. It looks like he may be a Libra. Okay, so I was right when I said air sign. So September, either a Virgo or a Libra. I forget. All right. Anyways, so yeah, it looks good for you. I hope that works out. September 28th, September, October. Oh, so they're Libra, but they are still an air sign. So that was my third guess. That was my second guess, air sign. Okay, so all right. I hope that helps and good luck with cranky pants. Cranky pants. Don't tell him I called him that, okay? All right. So it looks pretty good. You're very welcome. And Sabina. Yes, you're next, Sabina. Let me just get a good shuffle in. My cat's playing with her ball and it's really cute. Yeah, I said cranky pants. You know where I got it from? Another tarot reader on here. It's just, the Emperor is very serious. Okay. Sabina wants to know so and so's feeling it's your ex. Oh, okay. Current feelings of guardian towards me, breakup situation. Please reply my question, ma'am. Yes, Sabina, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate you guys. All right, let's get into it. Let's see how this person's feeling. I just want to get a good shuffle. You know what? I'm already picking up on that this person is really focused on what they're doing right now. I get some level of focus, like, hold on. Okay, I'm thinking. I think this person thinks a lot. Like I'm channeling right now. Okay, this person likes to take their time when they make a decision. They don't like to be rushed. Are they a Taurus? They don't like to be rushed. I think this person likes to do things the right way. Okay, let me see. For Sabina, how does this person feel? Oh, the World. They could feel as though it's over. The World is the World lets me know that a cycle is complete. Let me pull some more cards. I do feel like this person feels as though it's over. Are you guys at a distance? The World can sometimes let me know that there is some kind of distance between you. And then we have Eight of Cups. I do feel as though this person is ignoring issues. I think that they're emotionally disconnected from this. I also feel like this person thinks that it's over. For some of you, I mean, for Sabina, I feel like this person could have moved away or there's distance between you. Do you guys live long distance? Not he have another relationship, but I hope he come back to my life. Oh, I don't want to give you false hope, dear. This person thinks it's over. They've moved on to something else. Yeah, the death card is over, honey. And you know what? I'm sending you a big hug. But, I think the advice for you here would be to focus on yourself because this is over. The world, the death, the Eight of Cups, this is over. They're not coming back. Um, I think they feel good where they are. And I hate to give you that message, but I'm not going to tell you that this person's coming back when I don't think that they are. So, yeah, I think maybe it's time for you to. I'm not going to give you advice. You can do what you want, but it looks to me like this person thinks it's over, and I don't see them coming back or putting effort in it. In fact, if anything, they could put more distance between you. So, I hope that helps, dear. I'm sorry. I know it's hard. I mean, we've all been through breakups and it's a difficult period of time, especially when you're still attached to them because it's just like, only there's only so much that you can do when that happens. Now he have another. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sabina. I don't think they're coming back. Okay, I'm sending you a big hug. The world, Eight of Cups, the death. Okay, Sabina, I'm sending you a big hug, and I hope that helps you to move on or get some clarity in the situation. And I'm going to move on. Looks like there's another question here. When will I hear from Paul? We spent time last Thanksgiving. Our communication stops. He is from the military. Okay. All right, let's see. Make sure you have dropped a like in the chat and subscribe to the channel, you guys. I appreciate all of you. So you guys are in no contact, in other words? He is from the military. So you're in no contact with them. Let's see. And your name is Miss Me. Miss Mia? Miss Me. Miss Me. All right. Oh, so I do feel like this person, the Seven of Cups reversed, lets me know that this person has made a decision about something here. If they were juggling things or if they were entertaining other things, there's some sort of level of decisive action or a decision that they've made. Okay. See, you want to know if he's going to message you, right? Mary. Okay, Mary. You want to know if when will you hear from him? So the Seven of Cups is a water sign energy. Seven of Cups, 7 weeks, 7 months. Let's see, when will she hear from? Are you sure that he's going to message you? Let's see, will she hear from him? Mm. Mm. Are you sure they're still single? Because we have the Empress card here. So as if you're asking about when, maybe Taurus season, which is May, but we have the Empress in reverse. To me, that's he could have somebody else. I think he's talking to someone else. I hate to tell you that. Okay. The Empress in reverse, to me, this person, it looks like because the Empress is in reverse is somebody who indulges in things and they indulge in things that they don't intend to follow through with. What's the advice here? Ooh, the Nine of Wands. So I'm not sure if you're going to hear from this person or not. I mean, you might hear from them, but the Nine of Wands in reverse is somebody who kind of gives up or is fighting a losing battle. It's also, I don't know what kind of person this is, but to me, this seems like somebody who's given up on the situation. So you might not hear from them. I mean, and if you do, I think they might be talking to someone else. I hate to tell you that, but I think that they've given up on this. Yeah, I think they might have given up. So will you hear from them? I mean, you might hear from them in I don't know, the Seven of Cups can be like 7 months. And the Empress is Taurus energy, which is like May. So maybe, but I honestly think that they've given up and they might be talking to someone else. So do with that what you will, Mary. I'm sorry, especially because the Nine of Wands in reverse, like I said, is somebody who gives up or is fighting a losing battle or just says it like it is because they feel like there's no that they have already lost whatever. So I think this person might have given up on this. Sorry. Anything else, Mary? I mean, you might hear from them. You might hear from them. I'm not saying no, but I don't think it's happening anytime soon. So potentially May. We do have a retrograde coming up in February. So, but anyways, I hope that helps. Good luck. Anyone else in the chat? Otherwise, I'm probably going to end the live stream. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of Taurus energy. So you might hear from them in May because I have the Hierophant as well. But they also might be in another connection. So just be mindful of that. For some, I mean, Empress in reverse can be, I don't know, that can be an unwanted pregnancy. So, okay, anyway. Anybody else in the chat or else I'm going to shut it down. All right, I'm going to get on out of here, you guys. I hope this reading elevated your consciousness in some type of way, shape, or form. I'll probably be doing more free questions live, so look out. If you haven't hit the notification bell yet, hit the notification bell icon so that you can be notified whenever I go live. I'll see y'all. Stay blessed.